Welcome back. Now for your 5-day weather forecast, we go outside with Dylan McKenzie.
It was a nice surprise to wake up to a 6-degree morning, and temperatures will continue to rise. We're going to see more sun with a high of 14 and a low of 8 today. Light rain will cool off the heat spike Thursday with a high of 10 and a low of 1. Temperatures continue to dip into the weekend. Friday will see variable cloudiness with a high of 2 and a low of -4. The clouds will stick around Saturday with a high of 6 and a low of -5, and the sun will shine through on Sunday, high of 12 and low of 2. That's it for your 5-day weather forecast. Back to you guys in the newsroom.
Thanks, Dylan. Canadian Foreign Affairs Minister John Baird is making a landmark trip to Burma this week. Baird is the first Canadian minister to visit Burma, also known as Myanmar. The military junta that ruled Burma with an iron fist stepped down last year after almost 50 years in power. It was replaced by a military-backed civilian government. Nobel Peace Prize winner Aung San Suu Kyi, who is now campaigning to be the leader of the opposition, will meet with Baird during his visit. Suu Kyi spent 2 decades under house arrest under the junta.
UN humanitarian chief Valerie Amos is set to visit the battle-torn city of Homs in Syria today. The Syrian government has denied aid workers access to the Baba Ammar neighborhoods of Homs following an attack by regime troops last Thursday. Amos met with the Syrian foreign minister in Damascus, who cited security risks when she previously barred her from entering the embattled city. Amos is on a 3-day mission to plead with Syrian officials to let aid workers go into the city to provide assistance to civilians. The UN says more than 7,500 have died as a result of violence in Syria over the last 12 months.
Israel says it welcomes the possible resumption of long-stalled nuclear talks between Iran and 6 world powers. The chief of Israel's National Security Council says, however, his country must be prepared for the talks to fail. Israel has threatened the use of military strikes to prevent Iran from developing nuclear weapons. United States President Barack Obama says the U.S. is willing to use military action, but only as a last resort, and that there is too much loose talk of war. Obama has urged Israel to give diplomacy and economic sanctions more time to work.
Super Tuesday has come and gone, and there's still no clear winner in the race for the Republican presidential nomination. Frontrunner Mitt Romney held his spot at the head of the pack. He took 6 states, including the hotly contested Ohio. Exit polls in that state showed voters thought Romney was more likely to defeat President Obama, but they say Rick Santorum better understands the issue of average Americans. Santorum secured his place as the main rival with 3 states, while Newt Gingrich had a decisive victory in Georgia.
Technology junkies everywhere have been anticipating Apple's latest announcement today. While the rumors are true, Apple has just revealed its new version of its iPad. The display boasts a high-definition Retina display and improved built-in cameras. Another big feature is 4G capabilities, offering a faster internet connection. Apple is starting to take pre-orders for the iPad 3, which is set for release on March 16th.
And now with your sports news, here's J.R. Bailey.
Could be a big night for Humber volleyball with 2 Hawks up for CCAA Player of the Year awards. Right side hitter Terrell Bramwell from the men's team has been named All-Canadian 3 times in his career at Humber. And this is the first All-Canadian nod for middle Kelly Nyhoff, who is in her 3rd season for the Hawks. She's looking to take over from Humber Hall of Famer Landis Doyle, who was named Player of the Year last year. The winners will be announced tonight at the CCAA Championship banquets. On the ice, Toronto Maple Leafs playoff hopes took a tough hit with a loss to the Boston Bruins. The boys from Beantown continued their dominance of the Buds with a 5-4 victory at the ACC last night. The Bruins have now won all 5 games against the Leafs, outscoring them 28-10 over that span. Phil Kessel had a goal and an assist in the loss, while Tyler Seguin scored twice, including the game winner late in the 2nd period. It's going to be an uphill battle for the Leafs, who now sit 5 points out of the 8th and final playoff spot in the Eastern Conference, with just 16 games remaining. 5 other Canadian teams were in action last night. The Ottawa Senators beat the Tampa Bay Lightning. Milan Mihalik turned a trick for the Sens. Calgary Flames beat Les Habitants 5-4 on the strength of 2 goals from Jerome McGinley. The Dallas Stars moved 2 points ahead of the Phoenix Coyotes for first place in the Pacific Division with a 5-2 win at Vancouver. And the Edmonton Oilers beat the Sharks 3-2 in a shootout. The Rogers Centre will be rocking tonight as David Beckham and the LA Galaxy are in town to take on the hometown Reds. The teams are set to play the first leg of the CONCACAF quarterfinals in front of a sold-out crowd of 45,000. Go Transit will be running an extra train in anticipation of the big crowd. Reports suggest future Hall of Famer Peyton Manning is set to be released by the Indianapolis Colts. The soon-to-be free agent will surely have many suitors lining up to pay for his services. Manning missed all of last year after undergoing neck fusion surgery, and the Colts stumbled to a 2-14 record without the perennial All-Pro quarterback. The abysmal record secured the Colts the #1 overall pick for the upcoming draft, where experts say Stanford quarterback Andrew Luck will likely be the selection. On the diamond, the Blue Jays continue their Grapefruit League sked in Florida with a couple split squad games today. Half the team will travel to Bradenton to play the Pittsburgh Pirates, where Reclamation Project Kyle Drabeck will take the mound for the game. The other half will stay in Dunedin and host the Red Sox at the Bobby Maddock Training Center. And that's your sports news. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, JR. After the break, we'll get the latest in entertainment from Thomas Surska.
Tim Tebow is sticking to football. Schwartz's Deli in Montreal has some new and famous owners, and Rush is given a prestigious award. I'll have all your latest entertainment news after the break.